forgot the first half hour of recording. Okay. So we are in the desktop version in settings. One of the big things that we see problems with when people start meetings is that they can't hear. So when you come into settings and you go to devices, this is really important to remember, because what device you're connected to is going to determine how you hear things. So for example, I've got it connected to my PC. If I change it, I've got another device in here. I can change it to my Thunderbolt. And that's my dock that I have in my office connected to my computer. The problem with my Thunderbolt is that my microphone doesn't always pick up. So I like to have it on my PC. I can make a test call, so I can check this to make sure that my microphone is working. And then I can also see myself in the preview of the camera. I have two different cameras, and so I have an external camera that is my document camera. So if I change it to this USB Live, it's going to change it to my desktop. There it is. And so there's some stuff that I have on my desktop. It's not the camera that you guys can see me with. So I'm going to switch it back here. And there we go. So yeah, so these are the settings. Any questions about settings right now? Okay. So when you're in your meeting, one of the cool things that I like is in the middle of your screen, you're going to see a bar that has like your hang up button. You'll have like your people button, video, mute, stuff like that. There should be a triple dots, so more actions. So when you click on those more actions, one of the things that you have available is apply background effects. And so when you click on apply background effects, you have the option of making your background blurry. So I'm going to apply that. So now you can see me, but you can't see my background. And this is nice because, you know, I've got random stuff that's in my background that I might not want somebody to see. I can also change it to a different background. So we have a number of backgrounds available. So we've got like balloons. We've got the galaxy. We've got, I don't know what this is, but it's a picture. So we have some different backgrounds that we can change it to. We can also upload. So I can add a new one and upload a picture that I might have on my computer. So if you give me a moment, I can do that. So, for example, about 6 months ago, Pixar said, hey, we want to have some fun backgrounds for people. So they have things like Monsters Inc. Where are you, Monsters Inc? Here it is. So Monsters Inc. And so when I select that one, now I have the background for the Monsters Inc. You can see it there. So there's some really fun backgrounds out there that you can add into your meeting so that people don't see where you're at. Lynn, are you okay? Can't hear.
We're just in the other version. It's echoing.
Okay, and the reason why it's echoey is because I'm on 3 different computers there, and so your sound is cycling through a couple of times. Maybe if Christy unmuted and you just talked really loud, because we didn't have any problems with her. Caitlin, I have them unmuted if you want.
Okay, it's fine. It's just that we're on not the desktop version, and so we're not having all those options that you're talking about. So that's
okay.
Saying here.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we do have, so backgrounds are an option. While we're in a meeting, and I'm going to show you this screen, it's not going to be the best, but while we're in a meeting, we do have the show participants list, so we can see who all is in the meeting. And so when I do that, I can see who's here, I can see who else has been invited. And so this is a nice tool. We have a show conversation area, and so when I do that, I can see the activity that we've had in here. I can also type a message to you. And so when I type that message to you and hit enter, it will show up in our meeting chat area. I'm currently sharing my screen right now, and the way that you share the screen is there. And so my bar is up here, your bar is probably right in the middle of your screen. And so when I do this, I can share my screen, and then that is how you can do that. So more actions. Currently, for more actions, these are things that are available when you do have the enhanced version on. I can stop recording. I can start the recording in here. I can turn on live captions. And this is nice for some of your students if you have like a deaf student that you're working with, or if you have a student that might need a little bit more assistance, you can turn on those live captions. Currently, when I turn on live captions, it's going to show right down here. I think we've had an update where it actually shows who is speaking, and so it's going to determine who's speaking from where the sound is coming from. But I think, like, if Kathy were to unmute herself or Beverly were to unmute herself, that we would be able to see that they are speaking. So this is a nice tool. So it's right down here at the bottom. Okay. Turn that off for myself. Yeah. So far with this part, do you guys have any questions? Okay. So let's get into your team. And so we have LRSE, and Christy has already created this team for you guys. And I think she's added everybody into the team, correct, Christy? Yes. It appears so. Okay, so let's all go into this team. So we are in teams. So in teams, we're going to find LRSE. We're going to click on LRSE, and we are going to be in our team. And you guys haven't done anything in here yet, and that's totally fine. But the way that you start a conversation, because this first area, this post area, this is where we have our conversations. So this is where you would post information that is coming up, or if you have an announcement, or if you just, need to pass along information. And so when I click on new conversation in here, I can say today is a sunny day, and I can just type this message in. Now this message is going to go out to everybody in this team. And so when I hit enter, you should all be able to see this now, right? In the team. Perfect. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of head nods. Okay, so you're able to reply back to this message. Somebody has already reacted to it. A couple people have. You have a couple of options when replying. You can just start typing the message. So where it says reply, you would just start typing that message in and reply back to me. Or there is the formatting option. And so when I click on formatting, I have more tools in here. I can hit enter. So if I hit enter when it's just a regular reply, it goes automatically. So doing the formatting will provide some enter. I have some formatting tools in here. I've got undo typing, repeat typing. I can delete this message. So if I'm like, nope, don't need this, delete it. I also have the option of inserting links. I can add an attachment. And so when I add an attachment in here, I can determine if it's coming from my Teams, OneDrive, or I can upload it from my computer. I can respond with an emoji. So there's a little dancing monkey. Crystal scheduled a meeting, and you can do that. So you can do Meet Now in here. You can schedule a meeting. That's actually new. That didn't happen before. Okay, she lost us. Christy, you have a question?
Danielle has a question.
Okay.
Can you repeat it, Danielle?
When you put that on there to schedule the meeting there, does that go to those people's email as well, or does it just go on that Teams thread?
Right. So this is actually not going to go anywhere. So this is for 4:30. So if I go to my calendar right now, I don't have this on my calendar.
Okay.
Christy, can you go check on Kathy?
Sure. Is there an issue or?
Yeah, she just posted in here that she lost us.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm gonna mute this and then I don't know if anybody wants to.
Okay, Christy, you weren't supposed to cancel that yet. Could you schedule it, please? Again? Just a meeting. It doesn't matter what time. It's just a demo. So yeah, so I can add Giphies, I can add stickers. The Giphies are fun because you can do, there's some, here we go, to this guy. So I can send this out, you guys can see it, eventually we'll pause. Kathy's back, hi Kathy. So Crystal scheduled this meeting. And so I mentioned that it's not showing up on my calendar yet. We're not getting an email. So we do have to actually do some work to get this onto our calendar. So to get this meeting on our calendar, you will come here to more options. And when you click on more options, you're going to click on view meeting details. These meeting details then, you'll see the meetings. You can click on the join the meeting here. You can click on join the meeting up here. You can't close this out, or I can add this to my calendar. So adding to calendar right here is what you'll need to do to get this on your calendar for this afternoon from 4:30 to 5. So when I click add to calendar, it's accepted me. And so now when I go into my calendar, here is that meeting that Crystal just created. Now, because she doesn't have a title on it, it would just show her name like this. So it's just like it shows my name here. So when I click on that, again, I can join from in my calendar. So this is part of the reason why I kind of recommended saying, hey, you should have some sort of notifications coming in case somebody does schedule something like this, because then you would get a notification that Crystal scheduled this meeting. For the most part, I don't recommend doing meetings from in here, from this area of Teams, just because it's not the most user-friendly. But you'll notice that I actually, if I want to reply to this message, I actually have to hit reply. it used to be that you could just start a new conversation. It got really messy really fast. So this is a nice new feature. So I'm going to give you guys a couple of minutes then to make some posts in here, check it out, see what you want to do, and maybe reply back to a few things. So Kathy already created a post, so she's ahead of us on that. Okay, Christy, you just made a chat in our group chat and not in the team. Happy Thursday. Christy H.
Nice try. You were just so to start it. Hate them.
Okay, I was gonna say that, but I'm like.
And you may get to this, but it's something I've noticed recently. When I look under my Teams and I've got the window open, you know how on the side there's usually the channels listed? Mine, when I have the app version on, like we're on right now, it just says button text with like an error message.
When was the last time your computer had updates?
Probably a while ago. I mean, not recently.
Yeah. So it's been weird. Like the most random things have happened where like something doesn't work. Like it's supposed to show a button, but it doesn't show the button. And so what we've determined is that if you haven't updated your device, like your computer enough, it's gonna happen. It's so bizarre. But like for me, one of the indicators that I know that my device has updates is my external monitors will be like, hey, we're not working today. And so I have to go through, check to make sure I've done my updates. Once I've done my updates, I reboot my computer and everything works again.
So delete it and then reinstall it?
Nope, don't delete and reinstall. You're actually gonna go. So are you on a PC?
Yes.
Okay, so from your start button, you're gonna go to settings.
Okay.
And in settings, here's my settings, there is something called update and security. So when I come in here, just wait, I'm gonna have an update.
Okay.
Okay, so when I come in here, I don't have any updates. I can check for updates. If I have any updates, they're gonna show up in a list here. Most of the time, like updates like this, they're fine to come through on your computers. Most tech coordinators allow that to happen. But there are some that won't do that. Check for updates regularly. It's as long as also you're turning your computer off every night and turning it back on, you should be okay.
Okay.
But there's times where updates come, they sneak in and they don't get recognized by your computer.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so definitely update. And shut down. Like that's another thing, another trick that I always tell people, like, when was the last time you rebooted your computer? Let's reboot your computer and see what happens. Okay. So yes, Christy Serum Guide, you are in the right place now. Beverly says hi. You guys are shy in here. You're not Like I show this to some people and they're like, oh, fun. I show this to high school kids, or I should say middle school kids, and they are all over the place and they're having a blast with all the pictures and GIFs that they can add in. So yeah, so this is some options that we have within the posting area. Any other questions right now? Okay. Another area that you're going to be able to see chats is in the actual chat area. And so when I come in here to chat, so I'm going to go over on chat, trying to remember where I was at. Okay. So when I come into chat, I'm going to be able to see our chat transcript. Sounds really horrible. Our transcript that we've had in our meeting. So these are the meeting notes that we have. But then I can also go back and I can talk to somebody that has a question. So like somebody asked me a question the other day about something, a setting. And so they just said, they asked me my question, I responded, and we went back and forth a little bit. And so this is a really nice tool that you can use if you do need to, you know, just talk to somebody and they are available on Teams. Now, how can you tell if they're available? You'll notice I've got my pictures over here with their names, and there's this little bubble that has a color in it. If it's green, that means they're available. If it's yellow, probably means that they're not even close to their computer. If it's red, they're busy. If it looks like mine, where it's got the red with the line through the middle, it means I'm presenting or do not disturb. So if somebody is green, it probably means that they're close to their computers, and you can send them a message real quick. So for example, if I want to send a message to Lynn, I'm going to click on New Chat up at the very top. So up here we have a little pencil going into a square. Click New Chat, and then it says, okay, who do you want to chat with? So if it's somebody that's brand new, I am going to have to start typing in their name. Now, because I sent Lynn an email in the past couple of weeks, her name pops up right away. Also, we're in a video call together right now, so that's another reason it's popping up right away. So I can click on Lynn's name. There she is. And I can come down here and start typing a message just like I did in the team. So this is one-to-one per people, or it can be one to a couple of people. So like if I want to not just talk to Lynn, I'm going to go Lynn, and I'm also going to go Crystal. Okay. So when I have both of these people in here now, I'm going to start typing by just saying hi. Okay, say hi, it's going to go out to both of them, and they're both going to see that message. Now there's a few things also that we can do in here, just like we could do over in the team. Crystal says hi again. We have all of our formatting options down below our message option. So instead of clicking reply to this, I just come back down here and type a new message. But we also have the ability to share a screen. So I can say, hey, here is this information that I want you to be looking at. I can share my screen with both of these ladies. They'll both be in the call at the same time and they'll see my screen. I can also do a video call or an audio call. And so this is nice if you do need like those short burst meetings that are very impromptu and you're not scheduling a big meeting. This is nice to be like, hey, I need to talk to you real quick. Do you have a few minutes? Instead of picking up the phone, you can do it through Teams instead. I rarely use my phone anymore just because I'm always in Teams. People contact me through Teams. They email me and I probably will reach back out to them through Teams instead of an email or a phone call. So this is just another option that we have in here. So I'm going to let you guys do this for a few minutes. Let's see, it is 4:23. So let's go until 4:30 so you guys can take a minute to stand up, use the restroom if you need to, grab another cup of coffee if you absolutely have to if you're at that point. But take a few minutes to, try doing a few chats with people. I want you to chat with at least one other person like this. And also take a quick stretch break. So 4:32. And I'll be right back.